Coco. Today we're going to be doing tutorial Quando Quando. Before we start, I'd like to take a minute and explain to you about this guitar. This guitar is a special guitar that we make, and it has two bass strings, and the bottom four strings is the guitar strings. The bass, you know, it's independent, and then the bottom strings, the four, are the guitar strings. So I play it simultaneously at the same time, and at the end of the segment you can see it in the site that we have. It explains, you know, some more pictures in it, and shows the models and this and that. Okay, now we're going to go to the business. Quando Quando it has this intro thing. If you want, you can play it or you can skip it. So I'm going to show you the intro very quickly. It's just chords without bass. So what do you do? It's A augmented, A6, which is, and you reverse it, and then goes to B minor, G, B minor 6, and reverse it, and then you go back again to the same thing, the top, A augmented, A6. So all together I'm going to play it one time. That's the intro. You can play it or skip it, as we said. Now we're going to come to the song. The song, the key is A. The song, you start first with C diez, E, and then the chord A9, and then A, E, and C diez. So this is how it goes. That's the chord, the A9, and then continue A, E, C sharp. So all together again one more time. And then it follows B minor 7, B7, B suspended, B7, and then continue E7 9. Which is E7 9, you go B with C diez, B, C diez, A, F diez, A. One more time, E7 9, and then you go back to A, A6, A augmented, A. Now we're going to repeat the whole thing from the top, which is the same. You play it exactly the same until you get to the A6. Instead of A6 at the end, you go A, A7, stop. Now we're going to go to the bridge. The bridge, you go A, B, C diez, B, A. Which I rather play it with octave. It sounds a little better, fatter, so it goes like this. Follows immediately D major 7 and D6, A, B, C diez, D minor 6, B7 9, follows E7, F7. That's the whole song, and then you go back to the top. Play the whole thing, the first verse, until you come to the very end. At the very end you hit A6 9. That's the whole song. Thank you for watching. I hope it's going to do you some good. But make sure you see at the end of the segment, see the explanation, the photos of the guitar and this and that. Thank you very much. This is Coco Sevag for Sevag Guitar Production. Coco Sevag speaking for Sevag Guitars, which this is it, and it has 4 guitar strings bottom, and of course at the top it has 2 bass strings, and it has 2 separate outputs, and each output with a volume control. You can control the volume up and down like for the guitar, and you can control the volume for the bass, or you can turn it off if you want to turn it off. So basically it's a simple thing, and it has some kind of leakage between the guitar sound and the bass sound. It's about, I would say, not more than 5%, which is very little, and that's why if you look closely, those 2 bass strings are a little bit further away from the guitar strings, which is in the bottom. So it has some kind of a space so it doesn't interfere, because once they interfere to each other, it sounds terrible distortion. It's no good. So that's the reason why it's like this. And I'm going to play a few things in here. You can play chords and bass, and if you're a singer and sing, you go. Or you can play solo chords and bass, or solo bass and in between some chords. I have also some photos, it shows a regular 6-string guitar that the musicians, they swear by it. It has beautiful, incredible sound, especially in the recording. They say it's more juicy, the sound. And of course, I think it's all contributes to the pickups that we make. These are special pickups. It's not what you see in the market. It doesn't sound like regular guitars. It's totally different. And you can check the photos, and we do have also, it's coming pretty soon, another model of a guitar which is fretless, what I would call it. It's a Middle Eastern style. It has no frets in it, and you can play some Oriental songs and some different songs. It has 10 strings also, which is double. It's possible to get nylon strings, and it's possible to get steel strings. It has equalizer in it. And another model that we have, it's called also combination, but this one has nylon strings, 4 nylon strings with equalizer for the guitar parts, and it has 2 separate nylon strings with separate equalizer, and it has, of course, the separate controls. You can control the bass and control the sound, whatever, because it has equalizer. That's why you have a little more choices than the electric guitar.